Hi, welcome to my new channel, As the Fool Wanders. I'm Shauna. Today, I want to begin with a series of 22 videos highlighting each of the 22 major arcana within tarot. And the name that I chose is As the Fool Wanders through Tarot. That's kind of where I got that from. So, the very first place to start when you are considering getting into tarot is, of course, buy a deck of cards, something that speaks to you. And hopefully you've chosen one that you can connect with. Maybe the images jump out at you, they interest you. Maybe you understand a little bit of the symbology. Maybe it's something you're just doing because a friend or someone you know gave you a deck of cards. But I would like to give you a little bit of introspection with these cards and with tarot itself, so it can help you really bond with your cards and love them as I do. I love my cards. And when I say I love my cards, what I mean to say is that I find truth in my cards. I find that they are full of rich symbolism that each of us can relate to, even in our daily lives. So I hope that you find something helpful that you can use on your journey. So let's start with the very first card. I have chosen the Rider-Waite-Smith deck to build these videos on, but I will from time to time bring another card from another deck just to kind of show you some differences. But so the very first card is the Fool. At the top of the card, you'll see a circle. Many say it's a 0, but I think it's a circle because the Fool wanders, and in a circular, it's the beginning and the end. After, it's new beginnings. That's what the whole card is about, is new beginnings. So for me, it just resonates more to say it's a circle rather than a 0. If you'll notice, he is standing on a cliff with his belongings in a little knapsack and his trusty dog at his heels. But in the background, there are some snow-capped mountains, and he doesn't really seem dressed for that. So right there, you have two polarities in the same picture. You have the sun blazing, and he certainly seems well dressed for that, but those snow-capped mountains don't look like he's very prepared for that. And then there's the kind of obvious elephant in the room, is that he's standing on a cliff getting ready to walk off, kind of just to jump off into the unknown. And that's really the message of the Fool. Taking risks, going on an adventure, starting something new, finding the courage to begin. Let's talk about the reverse polarity of this card. Maybe it's that you don't trust yourself. You find that your intuition maybe is been stifled. Maybe you need to awaken it a little bit. Maybe you've been afraid to take that first step and start that new business that you've wanted to start. Do you have a plan in place, or are you going to begin that new business without one, which might be a little foolhardy? So again, let's reverse the polarity back to the adventure. When you pull this card in a spread, he's asking you to take risks, to be brave, to develop your intuition and move forward, and to try new things. That's what this card is all about. Maybe a fresh perspective on something that you had an opinion about. Either way, this card is saying no fear, move forward, let's get it done. So spend the day with this card. Who do you know that kind of fits the characteristics of this card? How have you been the Fool? How have you been the Wanderer? Oh, that's a good idea. Let's bring up the Wanderer from another deck. This one is called from the Wanderer from the Wildwood Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks. In this card, instead of being the Fool, he's called the Wanderer. And who do we know that has a nickname called the Wanderer? Odin, maybe? So spend the day with this fellow and get to know him. How are you the Fool in your life, or how are you the Wanderer? What risks have you taken or haven't taken? Are you feeling stifled? Are you feeling uninspired? Find that inspiration. Develop a relationship with this card. Learn to love him, bond with him, and discover how this fellow is in your life. This will help you memorize the meaning of this card, and then pretty soon these cards will speak to you, and you'll begin to see other things you didn't initially see. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel, and please join me for the next video. Any comments that you leave below would surely be helpful. I hope that you'll come again. Have a great day.